welcome back to another kids activity on Wednesdays with the Polk County Public Libraries. Today we are going to do an activity with materials that you probably already have at home, but next week you can stop by the Columbus or Saluda Library to pick up a take and make kit that will have everything that you need to make a coffee filter monster. So that video will be up next week, as well as the take and make bags available at the library. So we hope to see you soon. All right, today we are going to do potato stamping. So I have potatoes to use today, but if you don't have potatoes at home, you can also use an apple or even like a squash or zucchini. So you can ask your parents which one you can use, and you're actually gonna need their help for this activity too, because we're gonna be using a knife, and for the cutting part, you may want to have an adult with you. So I'm gonna use potatoes, and I have acrylic paint. Washable paint also works too. And I have a couple of pieces of paper that we're going to stamp our designs on. And I also have 4 different plates. And the reason I have 4 is because I'm going to make 4 different potato stamps and have different colors for them to lay in. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my potato in half. Okay, just like that. So you've got 2 pieces. And I'm going to cut my other potato in half too. That way I have 4 different stamps. There we go. This one's a little bit bigger, but that's okay. All right, so my next thing that I need to do is decide what shapes I want. And I'm going to keep these very simple and use a pen and kind of outline. You're not going to be able to see it, but I'm going to outline my shape. And I'm not going to tell you what shape I'm cutting just yet, because I'm going to show it to you after I cut it. So I've traced out my shape here. And now I'm going to use my knife. And like I said, you want an adult to help you with this. I'm not going to cut all the way through it because I'm going to use the bottom of my potato as a holder for my stamp. Okay. Okay, so I've gotten the start of it, and then you'll get to see what shape it is in just a second. So I've got my extra potato, and I'm gonna throw this part away. Okay, so my stamp for this one is a triangle. And if you can't see it on the video just yet, when I put it in the paint and stamp it on the paper, you'll be able to tell. So my triangle is going to be on that piece of paper. My next shape that I'm going to do is gonna have 4 straight sides. And straight sides are easier to cut than circles. So if you're trying this at home and you try to do a circle, circles are kind of hard. And that's okay. So this shape has 4 straight sides. And I'll let you guess what it is in just a second. And after I have my design cut in the middle, when I'm cutting the outside pieces off, they just kind of fall off. All right, here's my next shape. My next shape is a square. So if you can't see that just yet, hang on, because we're gonna stamp it in some paint. All right, let's see what my next shape should be. Ooh. This shape I am going to try. And this one doesn't have any sides. We'll see what happens here. So a shape that doesn't have any sides. just said it was a really hard shape to cut, which is true. It's not very easy. So parents or adults, if you're having a hard time with this one, you can choose a different shape. And if you mess up on your stamp, you can just cut down more on the potato and make another stamp out of it. I'm just leaving my potato on the bottom pretty long so I can use that as a holder. All right, so here's my shape without any sides. It's a circle. That one was not easy. All right, and this last one, we're gonna see what happens with it. I'm gonna try for a really weird shape. And this shape, you can see sometimes in the night sky. And it's a shape, and it has lots of sides. Let's see. And it's not going to be a perfect one, but that's okay. All right, let's see what happens here. It has lots of sides, and you can see it in the night sky. Oops, my plate's getting away from me. Okay, there it is. There's my star. And that one was a really hard one, but if the person helping you is feeling really creative, maybe they can do a better job. All right, so I have my 4 different stamps. I'm gonna set my knife over to the side along with my pen, and I'm gonna put some paint on the plates. So I've got orange paint, purple paint, purple paint, and green paint. And we'll do green circles too. All right, so I've got my paint. And now I'm gonna lay out my paper. So my first piece of paper, I'm gonna start with my star stamp because I'm feeling really excited about that one. This one, you wanna make sure you get paint all over it, and you can practice stamping it on your plate to see what it'll look like before you stamp it on your paper. So there's one star. And I wanna make a nice pattern. I'm gonna put stars all the way across the top, and then I'm gonna put squares next. And then maybe some circles. And I really like my stars, so I'm gonna put some more stars on here too. And then our triangles. All right, friends, this is what your design will look like when you're finished. And if you make this activity at home, send us a picture of your painting with your stamp potato art because we would love to see it. Have a great day.